Hey everybody, it's Alicia and welcome into my new kitchen. I'm standing in front of the sink right now and the sink is silver and the counter behind me is a lovely light beige and the wood for the cupboards and drawers is a nice dark brown color which contrasts with the pretty beige countertop. And as for me, I am a woman with very pale skin and long brown hair, and I wear glasses. And I say that because I don't know if I've ever described myself or my surroundings for my fellow VI and blind community members. So that's the description I can give right now. We don't have a lot of decorations on the walls yet because we've only been moved in for a week. So once we get those up, I will happily do an apartment tour and show you around and describe all of that, but that's all I can share for right now. Well, springtime is finally coming. We're finally starting to get warm weather here in Southern California, and the spring equinox, Ostara, was a couple days ago, and so that means it's time to start bringing out springtime dishes. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, when I think of spring, one of the things that comes to mind are quiches. I love quiche. So this recipe, my first one I am sharing in my new kitchen, is going to be for a recipe from a wonderfully delightful YouTube channel hosted by a gentleman named John Kirkwood. He's a retired cook from the northeast of England in the UK, and he is just wonderful to watch. He's like if Winnie the Pooh hosted a cooking YouTube channel. And I will link his channel in the description below because if you haven't seen it, you need to go watch it and you need to subscribe because he's just an absolute delight. And this recipe is going to be for a crustless ham and cheddar quiche. It's going to be brunch season very soon and people will hopefully be able to see their family and friends this year for brunch season and all year. It's good to have a couple quiche recipes in your repertoire now that quiche season, spring and summer, will soon be upon us. So with that, I'm going to share this very easy and delicious quiche that John has shared, as well as a red onion and tomato salad he made to go with it, although I'm going to have to approximate that because he just showed how to make the dressing for that. But hopefully it will be a wonderful accompaniment to the quiche because I've made the quiche before as a breakfast for dinner and it's delicious. And one of the things I love about quiche is it can be for any time of day, breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner. So I love finding delicious quiche recipes and this is one of them. So with that, I will show you how to make it and let's get started with my first recipe in my new kitchen. And here are the ingredients you'll need to make the quiche. And over here is some diced ham, and John uses some sliced ham that he cuts up himself, but this package of already diced ham was on sale at the store, so I figured why not use it. And so now what I'll do is measure out the ingredients and add them to the base of the quiche. And the measurements will be listed below, of course, but the mixture in this bowl is 5 eggs, 2 tablespoons of cream, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And over here I have 3 chopped up green onions. The cheese will be 3/4 of a cup, and this package of diced ham is 8 ounces. And the minced garlic I add will be 1/2 a teaspoon of garlic. So yeah, you basically just add all the ingredients and carefully fold them into the eggs because you want to beat them well so they get a nice rise, and then gently fold in the rest of the ingredients so it doesn't mess up all the air that you just worked into the eggs. So with no further ado, I will do that. And here is the quiche in the baking dish ready to go. I greased an 8-inch cake pan. I know some people like to do their quiches in pie dishes, but I prefer cake pans just because I like a deep dish quiche, and a cake pan helps achieve that, I think, and it's also less likely that the quiche will bubble over and spill if you use a cake pan instead of a shallower pie plate. And yeah, here, not much else to say except this looks delicious and it's not even cooked yet, but it was so easy to put together. It honestly took me more time setting up the ingredients than mixing them together. So here it is, all ready to go into the oven. And here it is in the oven, and I'm so happy I can finally show you things in my oven now, because my new apartment has an electric oven, which means there's a little window in the oven with a little oven light bulb inside. My old apartment had gas appliances, so we obviously couldn't have a little light bulb in there, but I love that I have one now. It makes cooking so much easier and so much more fun when you can look in the little oven window and watch the thing that's in there cooking. So I have this in a 375 degree oven. It's going to bake for 20 minutes, and while that's baking I will get the salad going. And here is the quiche just out of the oven. It smells amazing. It smells garlicky and just delicious, and it looks really good too. The eggs have set and they're a nice light golden brown, and you can see the little specks of the green onion and the brown ham, and the cheese has gotten all melty, and oh, it looks so good. And over here I have the ingredients for the salad. In this bowl I have some spinach. I just bought a bag of baby spinach, mixed greens, and a container of cherry tomatoes. John uses what looks like tomato wedges in his salad. He just chopped up some tomato, but I've always liked cherry tomatoes in salad, so I got those. And over here is some diced up red onion. I only cut up half an onion because it looked pretty big, and especially with raw onion in salad you don't want to overdo it, so I'll just put what I chopped up in it. And here is the dressing. The dressing is a mix of 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, 1.5 teaspoons of olive oil, and some crushed red pepper flakes. John used a chopped up fresh red chili, but I didn't have one, and I have been terrified of chopping fresh chilies ever since I once had a really bad experience with chopping a jalapeno without using any gloves and not knowing that if you get oil on your skin from a pepper, don't wash your hands because it'll just spread it around and you'll feel worse. So yeah, not pleasant. I had to open up the pores of my hand to get the oil out under hot water, and it felt like somebody running a knife along the skin of my hands. It could have been used as torture in the Spanish Inquisition. So yeah, I don't mess with dicing fresh pepper now. I either buy it jarred, already cut up, or I use dried herbs to substitute. So yeah, I'm gonna mix up the salad, and once the quiche has cooled a bit, I'm going to transfer it onto a plate because that's what John Kirkwood advises us to do, and then we will have a delicious dinner ready. And here is the quiche with the salad. Obviously I didn't grease my tin well enough because I couldn't get the quiche to slide out all the way onto a serving plate, but that's okay. I'm sure it will be delicious, and the salad looks wonderful. I can't wait to try it. And so yeah, this is John Kirkwood's Crustless ham and cheddar quiche with a lovely tomato, red onion, and green salad with balsamic vinegar dressing. And I will leave links to his channel below. Like I said, please go check him out. He is a wonderful delight to watch. And thank you so much for watching this iteration of his recipe. And thank you for joining me in my kitchen for the first time, this new kitchen. I will see you next time. Thank you all for watching, and blessed be.